I wanted to make a show about energy. And how that had come about was that I'd made two previous shows. I'd made a show called Scattered, which was a show about humanity's relationship with water. And then I'd made a show, after that show I thought, that went rather well. It was a very interesting process for me. And I thought it would be interesting now to make a show about our relationship with the earth, so water, earth. So I then made a show called Broken, and that in its turn was interesting and opened up fresh questions for me. So I realised that I was in this process of examining our fundamental relationship with existence, really, from a personal point of view. And so I wanted to look at another aspect of that, and I felt that it was becoming more than a single work, that they were related. And as I was looking around for the content of the next show, I was thinking that energy would be a good topic, and I was doing a lot of reading, doing a bit of research, and I was very fortunate to be able to go to a Tipping Point weekend research and discussion about humanity's relationship with energy at Oxford University, and there was a whole group of artists there and thinkers, and we all spent time together discussing ideas and thoughts, and there were presentations from different thinkers and researchers. It was very stimulating, and I came away from that thinking, I had this general feeling that energy was going to be my issue, and I came away from that really inspired to make a show about our relationship with energy. But I was still fairly open. It was all sort of, I knew that I was interested in three levels, that sort of the planet as an energy system, the human species as an energy system, and then the individual human as an energy system. That's sort of the three levels, if you like. And then I was pursuing all of that, but one of the interesting things about making a show about energy is it's not really very visual. For those of us in the Western world, when we think about energy, it's basically light switches, lights at night, or fuel in your car. You know, there's a very simple relationship to a consumable edge of energy, really, and that's basically how we think about it. And I wanted to look on it on a much broader scale, and so the research began to open up, and after a while it was my composer Sophie Smith. She found the work of Dame Professor Francis Ashcroft, and because we'd been trawling through academic research papers from all over the universities of the Western world, basically reading about electricity in the human body and whatever, and all millions of different research papers. And you know, we would start off on them, and then they weren't really speaking. It wasn't coming together. And then we found Francis Ashcroft's work, and it was two things. It was incredibly insightful and clear, her work, and it also spoke from the root of energy transmission in the human body, and that became really interesting and exciting. So once I'd found that connection with Francis, then I knew that this was going to be the show, and that was how it was going to work, and that the way of telling the story was, we're dancers and here we are, and we are beings that run on energy on stage for you, so we could embody the show, if you like, from the beginning, and everything would spread from that route, and I could really see that working, and it really sat with the other two shows as well, of the body's relationship to water and the earth. So now it's the body's relationship to energy. So I felt I'd got my starting points.